National Congress, we can be assured of a very strong and stable future in the political landscape. The sacrifices, the tears shed, the blood and sweat which exuded from all founding fathers, mothers, sons and daughters.
We begin with the constituency of Arima.
East-West Corridor, Arima.
Kalauti Back.
Appreciation and recognition. Please come and collect your appreciation and certificates from the deputy political leader. Keisha Ali, Jennifer Andrews, Sylvia Andrews, Rosanna De Souza, Manuel Manu, Kola Mohammed Singh, Andrew Andrews, Joel Zarwa, from the constituency of Barakaria Salwa. Okay, we'd like to call the next deputy political leader, Senator Honorable Waitma, to do the other batch of distribution. They have served, and yes, they continue to serve this great organization, the United National Congress. Their service is priceless. Their contribution is timeless.
Sarandat Duki, Shafayat Mohammed, Mathura Singh, Sarandat Duki, Shafayat Mohammed, Lord Mokru, Pandit Karan, Nanku, Krishna Rupnarayan, Boyo Sibasar,
Karuni Central, the home of Dr. Hamza Rafi, let's hear for those from Karuni Central. and collected their certificates of appreciation. And we will be doing a second round later on in the program.
The Honorable Gaston, the political leader, to address you on this very important occasion as we celebrate our 20th anniversary as a party. Could you warmly welcome the Honorable Gaston who will now address the representative?
I think we owe you an explanation because the agenda that we have says something different. And the reason I am here, instead of continuing the distribution of certificates of our founding members, is because the media wants to, they have time schedules, you know that. So I thought I'd explain that to you. And after this, of course, we'll continue with the distribution of the certificates of honor. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of Parliament, councillors, officers and members of the UNC, honorees, our heroes, my sisters and brothers. Today, we meet to honor the founding members of our great party, the United National Congress, which on the 30th of April 2009, 30th of April 2009, was 20 years old. We have been in existence for 20 long and arduous years. This party has survived because of the blood and the sweat and the tears of those whom we honor today. This party belongs to them. And today, there are those who want to take over this party so that they can ride your backs to office and power. They want this party because outside of the PNM, the UNC is the only road to power. And that is what they want. But they do not know how this party comes. They know how party comes. Where were they when we were eating salt and rice? And where were they when we were crying and sweating and bleeding for 20 years? What has any one of them done to deserve our people, to deserve leading our people? Look at all of them and ask, what has any single one of them done for the people? Can you trust a single one of them who want to take over this party? The only claim to fame of one of them is that when we have the government in our hands, he sold out the people. That became a runner. And he sold out the people to the PNM. It appears that there has been another done deal. The other one refuses to give an account of the millions of dollars received on behalf of the party. To one whom we have given the safest UNC seat in the country, this has been our thanks. And where were they? Even as we had the PNM up against the wall on Friday last, so much so that they had to suspend one of our members, didn't go fishing, because he was on a ravaging attack on the PNM. Where were the two fellas who want to take over this party? They were not even in the parliament. They have not spoken in the parliament. continue to use the party's name and symbol to ingratiate themselves by using the party name and the party symbol, and most of all using the party money, the money they have received on behalf of the UNC. They are trying to fry us in our own fat, so to speak. I saw the papers today, headline that the UNC is suing the Reverend Jesse Jackson. For what? Don't ask me. I don't know. We didn't talk to Jackson about anything. The UNC took no decision to have any dealings with Reverend Jackson. That is the kind of indiscipline that they want to reintroduce into this party. That is just one instance, my brothers and sisters, of the indiscipline that has crept into the UNC. Those who wish to take over or destroy your party do not want discipline. The discipline that we once had when we took the government of this country. They want indiscipline so that they do not have to account for millions of dollars they have received on behalf of your party. Despite several requests made by the national executive of our party to do so. That is the real issue, and that is the real problem in the party today. Internal elections is only a red herring, and they want to lead your party. What is clear is that if they can't take over the party, they intend to mash it up. Like a bunch of spoiled brat little children, if they can't back first, they take the back and mash up the stumps, break bottle, and throw it on the pitch. This party is not a football match or a cricket game among brats. We are a young and strong party. We have weathered many a storm, and we have always stood tall. Always with our heads held high. We shall never bow to violence and thuggery. This party is not for sale. Even if the proposed purchaser is using other people's money. We came into being in the wake of our predecessors as a party dedicated to struggle for a better life of all peoples, but particularly for the poor, the helpless, the hopeless, and the powerless. Our struggle has been a noble struggle, and we are alive today because God has preserved us against all attacks. And with your blessing, my brothers and sisters, we shall live for another 20 years. We shall never be destroyed by attacks from within or without. Today, as we celebrate 20 years of an existing life, I wish you another 20 years of victory and another 20 years of long life. May God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Put your hands together once more for the Honorable Gaston. I have a cell phone in my possession. Someone left it in the washroom. So if it is yours, you can approach me and I will pass it on to you. May I take this opportunity to call both Khadija Ali and David Law back to the podium so we can continue the distribution of our certificates of recognition and appreciation. Warmly welcome David Law and Khadija.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations, Honorable Whitmer. Let's say for the man in the middle, Senator Whitmer. I'd like to call Member Paul Benson from the Manzanilla, the Honorable Harry Pandap to distribute a few of the certificates. Dr. Harry.
As you know, Harry Pandap is a founding member of the United Nations Congress.
Caroni East, Dorisha Balram, Bionaran Gaston, Mahesh Murdas, Rachel Hardy, Joyce Joseph. From the constituency of Dr. Tim Gopising.
Deoki Lucky, Garawati Mahadev, Puran Mampu, Yamir Rapasad, Samna Rapasad. Deoki Lucky, Garawati Mahadev, Puran Mampu, Yamir Rapasad, Samna Rapasad.
Nine Dogolas in Paris, United National Congress of Foreign Members. Subday Rapasar, Philip Caroni, Subday Rapasar, Fiori Samaru, Danraj Saru, and Danraji Saru. Okay, those coming up in the last 5 years, Yoki Lucky, Garawati Mahadi, Pura Garu, Gabla, Rapasar, and Jana Rapasar. For the United National Congress.
Dev Rapasad, Fiori Samaru, Danraj Saru, and Danraji Saru.
All for Caroni, let's say for Caroni.
Hafiz Ali, Rewati Barwell, Debbie Harris, Ramli Ramchatan, Isadora Willis.
There's a public announcement in the middle. Time of PDM 5293 and PCA 759. Again, so on top of a manhole, somebody needs to move. PDM 5293, PCA 759. Kindly remove your vehicle to blocking public. Let's hear for John Agitation, Randy Ramchatan, the first breakthrough of the United National Congress.
Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Well, I'm very proud to be here before you, but before I leave my rostrum, I want to say something that is bugging me a little bit. If you understand what that is. Recently, I was invited to the Dave Carnegie Hall in New York to witness a seminar sponsored by the business conglomerates of the world. See, I did everything, Mr. Family. So you will enjoy this as well. While I was there, speakers in economics from all over the world expressed their views on what this economic crisis will be that is approaching the world so severely. And it dawned upon me that this last speaker who came all the way from India, and he had his doctorate in economics or whatever it is, he emphasized to all business people, in order to protect your business enterprise now, you must have a solid credit rating. You must embark your business on a solid credit rating. And he wind up by saying, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard me for the last hour. Do you have any questions? I tell you, who will challenge a doctorate in economics on an issue like this? He spoke on everything. Then finally he said, well, you don't have a question. Well, let me ask you a question. Who is the world's greatest financier? Do we have businessmen here who could challenge that question? Come on. Any businessmen here?
Bill Gates is the world's greatest financier.
Who's that?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, you have it wrong. And nobody attempted to answer the question. said, Noah, sir. Noah, what the hell you think this is a Bible class? By the way, why you say Noah is the world's greatest financer? And he said, well, sir, far back as my memory can carry me, he's the only fella I can recall who was able to float the company when the world was in liquidation. Yeah.
UNC counselor, white lawyer, Gaston, aka your morning stand-up comedy comedian, about 20-something years, join agitation.
Thank you, Honorable Member of the and we ask another one of our distinguished members of Parliament with us, Dr. as we call awardees from Hoover North.
Alamoon Aziz from Hoover North, the home of the lion. Alamoon Aziz, Baliram Ganga, and Look.
And Sandra Mohammed.
Let's say for the foundation members of the constituency of the political leader, Hoover North. Alamoon Aziz, Governor one moment in time, UNC 20th Appreciation Recognition Award Chandrika Surjio Ramkelawan, Renal Rampasad, Chandini Ramsundar, and Carissa Ruplal. Let's hear it for the Heartland people not members. Are you there? Times of all life here at the United National Congress. Forever recorded, you know how to know.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rudan Munila. We call another distinguished doctor of the House, Dr. Tim Gopi Singh, Member of Parliament for Caribbean East. I talk about North East and Susan Lewis. Hugh Bilger and Susan Lewis.
You have to reach the other reach the next meeting. You go, please.
Also from Jacob Martin, this time Jacob Martin West, Henry Henry, and Daisy Victor.
At one time, the best constituency, promising a lot of potential. Take a Martin West.
Henry Henry and Daisy Victor.
Take a Martin West Foundation. 20 years of foundation. Thank you, Dr. Tim Gopi Singh.
We also have Basiram Hakim, Muniram Hero, Krishna Jagannath, Sahanat Khan.
Let's hear it for those from Faizabad. Gaston home of Chandrich Sharma. Again, let's recap. Cynthia Awadi, Harun Awadi, they've been Judy Kasool, Rajwan Jibalak, Suchet Singh, Basiram Hakim, Muniram Hero, Krishna Jagannath, Sahanat King, Sahanat Khan, my party. Followed by Navendranath Kumar, Pearl Nikop, Rampasad Mahmir. Navendranath Kumar, Pearl Nikop, Rampasad Mahmir.
Thank you very much.
Let's say for those foundation members who have been awarded us, there's more to come. the party. We've been here for the revolution, the transformation, and the sustained growth.
We remind all those awardees who did not hear their names, who may have come in late, that your awards are here and you may collect them at the table to my left after the function. We move on to St. Anne's East. Lynette Abraham, Kathleen David.
We need to know our supporters, we need to know our members, we need to know the pioneers from Master constituency.
Kathleen David.
Time to hold on.
Joe Marat.
20 years of glory, of honor, of pride, of dignity. One precious moment in life. Runa and Pedro, Iman, Julian, Kumral, Batu, Gaston,
From the Western, we have a very special member.
Iman, Julian, Kumral, Batu, Gaston, Sima, Ramsaran, Shole, Lalo, Sipasar, precious memories to be lost in time. 20 years of grit, determination, fortitude, resilience, and resolve. And okay, now, my co-host, most beautiful, Khadija Amin. Khadija Amin. We have a delivered Joe Ramcharan from Counties. Joe Ramcharan, come quick. Counties. Congress, consistent, reliable media caller. Yeah. Man will be aimed on the airwaves for many years. Any program, anytime, choice enough. Listen. We move to Senator Joe.
Next constituency, Tabakit Tigers, Suresh Puran Raj, Haridas Superstar, and Ruth Stokes. And of course, Flora Edmonds, the Tabakit constituency. And our final constituency for Port and Granny, we have Bishop Gubu, Bishop Gubi, Bishop Gubi, Boni Gubi, and Gorida Star.
Time of our life at the United National Congress. 20 years of gold. How do you feel today? The big question that will remain, how do you feel after 20 years in political venue? Making your contribution every step of the way, every year, every election, every meeting, every moment, 20 years of appreciation. Time of our life here, live on Gaston Fort. of the United National Congress at many levels, national executive, parliamentary arm, the House of Representatives, the Senate, amongst other levels of the organization. And they will be receiving that special certificate of appreciation. And we begin with the Prince of Poverty, Senator for Life, the champion of the poor working class, Senator Wade Mark. Senator Wade Mark. And we move on to Member of Parliament for Oropouche East, dynamic 5.5 run and a half. Oh yes. We now move.
Next we have another Mr. Pandey.
One question this time, pay homage to the 40 extraordinaire of the United National Congress, President Dr. Parasan Ramprasad Karasram.
This man was the first chairman of the United National Congress.
Yeah, the first chairman.
The doctor.
Long winding road, 20 years ago tonight. We move on to the Member of Parliament for Caroni East, the Triumph, Dr. Tim Gopi Singh. Fire in the house, fire in the house. The plan is on the run.
Another very long-standing MP, a former member of the United National Congress, the Honorable Harry Parshak, member of the Ottoman Forum.
Let's wait for Harry. Yeah.
We asked Mr. And we like to ask that to carry award.
devoted sacrifice and struggle for justice, equality, and national unity. Firm but fearless, analytical, and very reasonable. The aspirations of the founding father of the African National Congress, the National Congress in India. Please welcome the legendary lion, Gaston, the political leader of the United National Congress.
Mr. Pandey, please don't leave. You cannot believe that I will be going after you. We have one of the founding members, the first ever chairman of the United National Congress, who presented part of the award for Mr. Pandey this evening. And the other part of the award will be presented to the honorable political leader and the founder of the UNC by the future of the UNC. And the future of the UNC is represented as young people. So we ask our youth arm, our national youth arm, to come.
Calling a FIFA Mohammed. Don't tell me she's not already, right, Brian? A FIFA Mohammed. Live on the digital.
Occupying life. But we have several members of the youth arm. That's the intention. We have many of the members of the youth arm who are faithful to this party, who are the future of this party. This is the future of the United National Congress, the face of the future. And it's a very special award. 20 years old, 20 more years, and 20 again to go.
Thank you, fellas. Thank you, guys.
If your balance show, come election day, I say, Martin must go.
Okay, let's wait for them to get started. We get ready for dance, gala dance, from world-renowned, internationally acclaimed, homegrown, fusion dancers, Kliko Shifchaki, one of the members, Nikita Lakshman, will do a special dance for 20th anniversary. Let's welcome Kliko Shifchaki, Nikita, glimmering, shining Lakshman. Let's get on with Peter Lachman, Nico, Captain.
Honorable Mr. Pandey, my friendship colleagues, members of the NATEX, councillors, and of course, friends and family all of the UNC. As I bring the curtain now on the formal part of these proceedings, I really want to thank all of you for being here, because you have been through with us thick and thin for the 20 years. I think we all recognize the tremendous job that Mr. Pandey has done in keeping the house of the rising sun standing firm and strong. And so, the road has been long, that song has been played all evening. It has not always been smooth. We've had some potholes, we've had some bumpy roadways, but we have come through these past 20 years with flying colors. And so today, I serve notice on the enemies within and on the enemies without the UNC. We're coming for them. We will not give up. We will not be intimidated. And I want to say to those guys who are like vagrants all over the country, vagrants, going in everybody's constituency, pretending that they're UNC, when in fact they're going on those platforms and they're engaging in spewing venom of the most slanderous lies, half-truths, and innuendos. I have asked my lawyers together with myself, we are reviewing the tapes, we are reviewing those tapes to take legal action against those who spread lies about the members of the UNC. So I serve notice on them. And so together with you, the strength that you've given us, we want to tell you that we are strong because of you. And we will continue to work to serve you. I want to give special thanks to Rudy Narayan Singh for putting this evening together and all those who ably assisted him. And remember, we have some time to go, some way to go. I want to repeat the words of our leader when he always said to us at the end of a meeting. He said, half of me is yours and the other half belongs to you. We will never, never, never surrender. God bless you. Go home safely.
Society will agree that if there are two areas that must impact on the lives of the students, parents, and staff, the entire society, would be the institutions of education and health. And it is for this reason that in accepting the responsibility to be a member of the school board, and in fact all members, in accepting their responsibility, realize that their effort is not confined purely to the classroom. There are the academics which you must adjust to and in fact learn from. You have another form of education which means the people with whom you have to live and work with and relate to. And you cannot do this successfully unless you enjoy good mental, physical, and spiritual and moral health. These things combine to make you a true person of society, not only in respect of Trinidad and Tobago, but the trend is now the world, the community of which you form part. And this is the reason why we feel fully justified in introducing a topic like this on your health, so that you can take advantage of the opportunities available to you. And I'm not being boastful here, but our history reveals that we have had parenting programs set up to none and causing students to appreciate the rich diversity of cultures we have, and to appreciate how to, by appreciating these cultures, we'll better be able to appreciate the differences and therefore come together as one people, integrated, appreciating the differences. tremendous impact. The question has been, when next are we going to have it? We have every cultural group, every ethnic group in this country and their history. This was being shown to the students in a very practical and dramatic form. I always remember that occasion, and the school students there were very much involved in it. The school board moved from that on to other projects. We have had an opportunity to praise those teachers who performed well, who went sometimes beyond their normal functions in the classrooms and distinguished themselves by extracurricular activities. Like when I was talking on the telephone, not on the telephone, when I was talking to him. Now the next thing I want to tell you, which is the final thing, is that we must commend the Ministry of Education and in particular our school board represented here now, through Ms. Hannon, and I think Mrs. I can't remember her name, she looks so attractive this morning, Mrs. Chase. They both are here from the school board unit. And I'm very happy to find that in demonstrating a sense of maturity, when people could do the things that are right, at the right time, for the right people, we can consider ourselves being mature. But if everything you have to do, somebody has to tell you, do this, do that, do the other, we are not yet mature. And I dare say we are mature. We have not there yet. We have not yet established or reached the point of true nationhood. But when we get to that stage, through the school boards, that will certainly be responsible to a large extent for telling you those things which you are not open to in the classroom. Nationhood. Nation building is the key. And this is a demonstration of nation building this morning to show that the board, the teachers of this school, and the students are able to develop in the future to be not only citizens of Trinidad and to be citizens of the world. Nation building is in the extent of unity, that feeling of unity which exists among the people. We can, as past board members, to ensure that the foundation we have laid and that new experience which we share with you will be perpetuated. Thank you ever so much. The Ministry of Health, she's honorably absent this morning, and I'm here just to say a few words on her behalf. Strange as it is, last week or week before, I was right here in the car park and she and I had a meeting to talk about health promotion in schools. And Mrs. Chalmers, Ron Mellon, member of the board, was there, and we were talking about this particular event. And I know Ms. Lewis was excited about this event, and her hard work is in it, and she's with us in spirit this morning. To make this event happen is very important. I want you students to know that you are privileged. In fact, indeed, you are blessed this morning to have this cadre of professionals with you to share with you. You have to ask people today that affect the students of this school that I know that our professionals will have an engaging time with you as you ask all those questions. To the principal who I had a chat with briefly before, I want to commend her on her strength and her staff, some of whom I knew many years, as they continue to work with you to make this school the best school. The members of the board, Mr. Smith and his group, I'm encouraged to hear that of course we will have all adults, all professionals committed to supporting the development of our young people. I also speak today in the capacity as the executive assistant to the CEO for the Southwest Regional Health Authority. Your school is part of the Southwest region, and it is very heartening to see that today at your school such an event will happen. It is the first step. Many events we hope that will happen throughout the South. Our region extends from Freeport to New River to the Seedrum. And this morning I'm pleased to be with you. There are many challenges you face see the mobile, that's a screening unit out there. And then it was a basic screening, blood pressure and so on. They were talking about some of those elements about your health. Not too many details, but just enough. The main thing today is that you have to ask the questions that you need answered. It is an excellent opportunity. The members of the Marlborough Health Center, we have Mr. Frank Andrews, asthma and tuberculosis, Professor S. Hopson, and the Darren Lewis from Flora, and Dr. Claire Khan on diabetes. All about high blood sugar, sugar in the blood, and how do people become diabetic? I know it's hard to make this interactive, but anybody knows how do people become diabetic? Too much sugar, so it means what you are eating might have too much sugar in the food, and as a result of that, over many years you might become diabetic. Now, there are two types of people who are diabetic. There are type 1 and type 2 diabetics. Type 1 diabetics are the ones, young kids, they develop diabetes from a very young age, and they need insulin from day one. Type 2 diabetes are the people who develop diabetes in the later ages, but the frightening fact is this, and I want you to remember this. I am beginning to see 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds with type 2 diabetes. Now, type 2 diabetes is usually diabetes in the older age, in the 30s, 40s. Can anyone tell me why are young people developing diabetes? Anyone can tell me that? Put up your hand if you know why young people are developing diabetes. I see one hand in the back there. You want to shout out your answer? One hand, yeah. Get up and shout out your answer. Sorry? Too much of sweet things, okay? So it means that people are drinking lots of soft drinks. I hope in your canteen here that they are healthy drinks. So
No drinks.
everywhere you go,
No drinks.
you see people with Coca-Cola